Hello my yarny friends, are you guys ready for another yarn haul? I know it is so soon after my last yarn haul, and I'm not a big fan of yarn hauls unless the yarn is being used specifically for something, and it is. It's all variegated yarn. It is for this project of working on patchwork squares for like 6 months and then making a blanket, like stitching them all together and making a blanket. So it kind of went a little crazy. I have been scrolling through eBay looking at vintage yarns, variegated yarns, and I found this lot. There are 6 skeins of yarn in this lot, okay? And I just could not pass it up. They wanted $20 for it. I offered them $18 and then like $10 to ship it. It's yarn I've never heard of, okay? I couldn't pass it up. And eBay. I'm gonna have to take the app off of my phone so I can't scroll through it anymore, right? All right, so hi guys, my name is Jenny. Welcome to Granny Square Peg. Go look at all my other videos to find out who I am and what I'm doing, because let's do the yarn haul. This yarn, it does have a label say that it's made in USA from National Yarn Crafts. It's called 3/4 pound. 3/4 of a pound is 12 ounces. I want to say, because a pound is 16 ounces. Yep, there we go. 12 ounces. I've never heard of this. I've never seen it before, but it is this rainbow colored. It's got red, green, that is purple, and yellow. And there are spots where the red is going into the yellow that gives it like a peachy orangish kind of color, but not quite. Kind of reminds me of Mexicana from Red Heart Super Saver, but not quite, because it's not quite as deep and dark and rich. But yeah, there were 6 skeins of it, and 5 of them are brand new, still sealed in plastic. And the 6th one had a hole in it and the yarn was sticking out because I think somebody had used it, but not much of it. This is still almost the full skein. You know what? I have a scale. I could weigh it. I don't know where I put my scale. So I worked it up into a little patchwork square already to see what it would look like. There we go. Look at that. Right? Does that not scream vintage? Whether it's vintage 60s, 70s, 80s, it just says vintage yarn. And it is a number 4 medium weight. It is a bit scratchy and not overly so, but I know it'll soften up once it gets washed. Okay, so I bought this from eBay. There are 6 of them. Look at this. There's 1, and they're all the same color. And they're in really good shape. I didn't see a date stamp on it anywhere. Did they just have a dye lot listed? It's a 554 Tex-Mex Ombre. Oh, there's the 3rd one. Number 4. And number 5. Now, I bought all of this because, I mean, it's a bit excessive for patchwork squares. I know that, because I like a lot of color in my blankets. But I thought what I could do is make a double-stranded blanket or a triple strands where you hold 2 strands of yarn or 3 and use a big crochet hook. So my mom had sent up some Red Heart that she wasn't using and some odd mill ends that she had. And I thought maybe the red, the white, and this Tex-Mex color together, it might work out well for a 3-strand blanket. So I'll probably keep using this one for patchwork squares, granny squares, and corner-to-corner squares, because 12 ounces, I'll get a lot of squares out of this. But these other 5, I'm thinking of doing a big blanket with multiple strands. Which leads me to my next purchase from Michaels. I bought a new crochet hook. It is a big one now. My crochet hooks, I've had them for a long time, and I don't have very many big ones. I think the biggest one I have is a H-I-J. I know I have a J. I have a K. I think K is the biggest size hook that I have. So this is an N, because in the United States we use the alphabet for our hook sizes. And then so it's also a number 15. There are some places still out there who use numbers. And then it is a 10 millimeter. So a US N 15 10 millimeter. It is a Susan Bates hook. And I bought it at I was at Michael's, not my local Michael's, but the Michael's that's close to my new dentist's office. I went in there because, again, one of you viewers told me to go in there because they had some yellow variegated yarn, and I did find it. So thank you, Susan. I want to say Susan, since you live up in that area. Thank you. So I bought my first really big crochet hook, so I can do 2 strands or 3 strands of number 4 medium weight yarn. And I like the length of this hook. See, I have big hands, and those tiny little hooks are always hitting me in the back of the hand and the palm here. So I like that it sticks out and it won't poke me. It won't hit me. So I got a new hook and I'm excited to use this. So also at Michael's that day, I did find loops and threads. I think it's still impeccable, and it's this speckled color that they have. Hot Sunshine Speckle. Goodness, I love this color. Oh, that's fantastic. It's so warm and creamy. So there's the label. And I bought 2 skeins of it at only 3 ounces a piece, and these were like $4.99. I find the price to be a little high for only 3 ounces of yarn, but I couldn't not with this color. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. That's why we're doing another yarn haul. See, when I buy the new yarn and I work up my squares and then I do a video, well, I had bought more yarn, so I gotta do a video and show it to you so then I can start working with it, because I really want to get my hands on this. Okay, my camera looks a little crooked again. I think it's me. So inside of the Michael's, it's Michael's on Street Road in Feasterville / Southampton. So this is, it's just like the glacier color that I have, but it's called Sage. But it's loops and threads impeccable again. I'm really liking this color green. So I did buy 2 skeins of it. And this is a little bit, it's got a little bit more in it. It's 3.5 ounces. But I like that color. I'm looking forward to that too. All right, and then again, with loops and threads impeccable. And this color is called Orchid. So it's got the pinks with some brown in it. I like that. So I bought 2 of those. And last but not least, I just, because it's springtime, it is Karen Jumbo. The color is Baby Rainbow, and there is 12 ounces in there. Baby Rainbow, look at that. This color to me is very vintage, and it's very 80s, because my grandma used to use this color a lot in all the baby blankets that she made. So when I see this color, the pinks, the yellows, the blues, and the greens, when I see this very pale pastel baby colors, I think of my grandma. So that's why I bought this. This one, I'll make a few to go in my Patchwork Squares blanket, and then I'll probably make a baby blanket out of it. So that is my haul from Michael's. I had stopped after my follow-up appointment at the dentist to make sure everything was healing well. It was like a 10-minute visit, and I had stopped in at Good Stuff Thrift, and then I went to Michael's. So I actually showed that to you backwards because I found some yarn and some fabric at Good Stuff Thrift. It's in a paper bag. Give me a minute to take it all out so you don't hear all that crinkling noise. Okay, so can I let you in on a little secret? It's still the same day as my last video. I just went and changed my shirt, put my hair up, act like it's a totally different day, but it's not. It's just I want to get this yarn haul done so I can start working with some yarn. This I found inside of Good Stuff Thrift. It is Vanna's Choice, and you know Vanna's Choice is from Lion Brand. Okay, they were asking $2.99 for it, I don't mind that so much. It's called a purple print, and it is various shades of purple with a bit of a heather color going on there. It's kind of heathered. So I found these are brand new skeins. They haven't been used. They are, I want to say they're 3 ounces, 3.5 ounces. Where is it? Yes, 3 ounces in each little skein. I've got 5 of them. That's 3, 4, and 5. 5 brand new skeins of this purple from Vanna's Choice. Okay, now they did have a 6th one, but it was partially used and it does not have the label, and they just wrapped it up in like saran wrap and they put a 99-cent price tag on there. So I think that's fair. So I'm really looking forward to getting into this. No, I don't live near an airport. That's my washer in its spin cycle. Yeah, I know. All right, I found this ball of yarn in 99 cents. It does not have a label. The color looks familiar, so if you guys can place it, let me know. I think I've seen this color before. I got that. I found this. Now I'm pretty sure this is Red Heart Super Saver. I'm pretty sure this is their Shaded Dusk or their blue shades. Shaded Dusk, I think is what they call it. And that one was 99 cents too. And then this is sock yarn. So that means it's little size 1, I think. Lace weight, fingering weight, sock weight. It's 100% merino and it's from Knit Picks. They actually still had the label for it. My camera picked that up. Yeah. So I bought that. I love the darkness of those colors. So this won't go in my patchwork squares blanket because it won't work up the right size. But I love those colors. Okay, and then I did find some fabric. They have a fabric section of just remnants that people donated. So they were like $1.25, $1.99, 99 cents, depending on how big it was. I found this really pretty Easter print. Oh my goodness, it is so cute. And it's about 3/4 of a yard. I love this. What am I going to do with it? I have an idea, but that's not this video. I just want to show you my haul. Okay, this is a little piece of fabric. It's got desserts on there. Oh, I'm going to unfold it. It's small. It's probably not even half a yard. Look at that. Look how cute that is. Got ice creams and parfaits and fruit bowls. Okay, and then we have some Halloween prints. Look at that. So let's see. Oh, it just says fabric scraps. $1.25. So I'm not sure how much is in here. Not cute. This one has a bit of a crafty vibe to it and a little bit. Yeah, it's got some sewing. It's like all the little notions that we use when we're decorating cakes. There's a squeezy bag, there's cupcake liners, there's a ball of yarn with some knitting needles, spatulas, pencils, tape measures. It's so cute. I found this little Christmas print. It's got penguins on it. I actually am working on a Christmas quilt, so I'm going to put that in there. And this one is mittens and stockings. All at Good Stuff Thrift. It's I love, like, I have a Good Stuff Thrift in Langhorne. It's like 10 minutes from my house. But this one, I really like their little fabric section. So this is a full yard. Look at this. Little owls. And I paid $1.25 for it. They are so adorable. So that is my yarn haul and my fabric haul from Good Stuff Thrift, from Michaels, and from eBay. But let my washer finish doing what it's doing and I'll show you the rest, okay? Okay, my washer is done taking off like an airplane. Might be time to replace it, right? Alright, so last weekend, went out to the thrift stores with my husband. Every now and then we'd like to do a Saturday where we hit all of our thrift stores. So we started at Good Stuff Thrift, went to Salvation Army, then 2nd Avenue Thrift, then Goodwill, I want to say. So let's try to put those in order then. At Good Stuff Thrift, I found this skein of Karen's Simply Soft, and it's marled, where, you know, it's like 2 or 3 different colors that get all twisted up together. So it's got a dusty pink, creamy white, and a brownish color. Well, I'd like to tell you what color they called it, but the thrift store put their tag over the color. But it is Karen's Simply Soft, and it's marled, and I love it. And then 2nd Avenue Thrift, I found some Red Heart Super Saver in the zebra color. Yeah, I don't even, zebra. They've been making this stuff for years. It's only a partial skein. It's been used a little bit, not much though. So $2 for that. And then at Goodwill, I found this in a bag, right? It is a skein of yarn with a little book that says Learn to Crochet Kit and a crochet hook in the bag for $2.99. So I don't need to learn to crochet. I know how to do that. But the kit includes a size G or 4.5 millimeter hook, the instruction book. That's it. The kit didn't come with yarn. Did somebody put this yarn in there? I don't know. So it's got a little book on how to crochet and a very off-brand hook that I don't need. But it had some impeccable in there in this flecked color that they call Aran Tweed, which I love these soft creamy whites, and I do like the look of tweed. So that was from last weekend. And then what is next? I went shopping at Hirschners.com. And I bought some more variegated yarn, because I like the Hirschners yarn. And I wanted to try out some new colors and stuff. So I bought 8 skeins of yarn. Various companies, various shapes and sizes and colors. So Hirschners has their own brand of worsted yarn. And worsted usually just means number 4 medium weight. And that is exactly what that is. And this color is called Morning Dew. So it's got some greens, some browns, a little bit of gray, and creamy white in there. And it is it 8 ounces? Yeah, 8 ounces, 226 grams, 489 yards, or 448 meters. I thought this would look good in patchwork squares and granny squares and corner to corner squares. And then with the same, it's worsted yarn. This is their macchiato color. So it's supposed to look like a creamy coffee, I guess. And it does. I mean, with the tans, the browns, the beiges, the creamy whites, it really does look like a cream-filled coffee, I guess. Macchiato. I like it. So Hirschner's also has a worsted, and they call it baby yarn, but it's still a number 4 medium weight. It's just all in soft pastel baby colors. And I have 2 other colors in my cabinet. And if you also saw my videos from last year when I did that great yarn purge, I still had Kiddie Pool and Lily Pond, I want to say. I should have pulled them out of the cabinet. But they have like 6 or 7 other colors, and I wanted to get more. So this is the princess color. Fairy Princess. So the pinks, the purples, the whites. And it comes in a big 8-ounce skein. I really like that color. And then this one is called Goldfish. Look at those teals and aquas with some peach and white. Oh, I love that. So I'm trying to get all of the worsted baby colors together. I would like to have one of each and do a patchwork squares blanket in baby colors. So these just go into my collection for now until I get all the other colors. And then they had this. It is in their Neon Lights line. So it's Hirschner's, it's worsted, it's a number 4 medium, and it's called Neon Lights because they are all neon colors. I picked the one that I like the most. It's called Vegas. I think it's because I like the brightness of the colors with that little bit of black in there. It was the orange and the blue that really sold it for me. The purples and the reds are okay, but the orange and the blue looks really good. So again, it's a big 8-ounce ball of yarn. They're only like, I want to say about $3 for these. And then they have this one called Department 71 Fancy Freckles. I mean, how could you not with that color, right? And they could, this might have been something that was on sale, maybe $1.50 or $2. It's called Lake House. I do like the softness of those colors. So it is a number 3 light. So it's not a 4 medium. It's a 3 light. It's still acrylic. It's 3.5 ounces in here. But I really like that color. Nice, right? Well, I'll save that one for last. I got another ball of Karen Jumbo, which is 12 ounces. And this is called Country Basket. I like the muted shades on this one. It's got blues, browns, and that creamy white. But the shades of blue, they kind of remind me of like a slate blue and an icy blue a little bit. So I was really drawn to this color. You guys ever save the labels for the patterns? Typically I don't. A lot of times because they're usually scarves or shawls or hats, baby sweaters. I have no interest in any of that. And the blankets, I don't know. I don't typically save the patterns. But isn't that color nice? Like that. And then the last one, because we all love Holly and Ivy from Red Heart Super Saver, which is their variegated Christmas colors, and it's very hard to get a hold of. And when you do find it on eBay, it's like one skein and somebody wants $25 for it. It's ridiculous. So I found this on Hirschner's website. It's from Premier, and it's their basic line. And the color is called Mary, but you know, the greens, the reds, the whites. I like how dark the red is, but the green is a bit muted. I don't know. I like this color combination. I really want to get my hands on this and start working up some squares to see what they look like. So I do have the Holly and Ivy right here with me. So here's the Holly and Ivy from Red Heart Super Saver, right? Those colors are deep and they're rich and they're jewel tones and they're awesome. So while this is brighter and it's newer, but I still like it though. It's not a replacement, but you know, I think it's a good look for Christmas, right? So that is my yarn haul from Hirschner's. Okay, so now that I filmed this video and you have officially seen my yarn haul, now I can start working with the yarn, even though this video is not going up today. I actually might change my shirt and go film another video while I'm at it. I gotta get caught up on all my videos. I'm feeling a little bit behind, so my future self has to edit some of the stuff in the videos. I totally lose my train of thought and what I was saying, so I have to cut it all out of the video. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having fun making your patchwork squares and granny squares and corner to corner squares, because we're gonna have some awesome blankets at the end of the year, are we not? Yes, we are. All right, so I'm gonna call that quits there, and I'm going to go crochet. You guys keep being awesome. Love you. Bye. I have changed my mind. I don't want to end the video there because I filmed that video a week ago, and since then I've been out to Michael's again. I went to my local Michael's, which is only like 10 minutes from my house, because I'm looking for a pen. I know, it's so weird. I go to Michael's for gel pens, right? They have Artist Loft, which I think is their store brand, and they have this one particular gel pen that for me, it dries very quickly when I'm using it in my doodle planner or in my journal. But I'm looking for black ink, and all they had was blue, red, and maybe some other colors, but I wanted black and they didn't have it. So I'm like, while I'm here, I might as well go look in the yarn section and see if they have any variegated that I haven't bought yet. So I did go to Michael's again just the other day, and I got some more yarn. Okay, so let's do another little bit about yarn. It's Loops and Threads. It's impeccable. I've got their tweed or their speckles. I'm not sure what they call this. So color-wise, they're calling it Aran tweed, because Aran is that creamy off-white or a very soft beige maybe with these little specks in there, right? So I did get 2 of them. The yarn sitting on the floor. I also have this color that they call apricot. Let's see if I can get my camera to focus. Yeah, there you go. It's like a rusty red maybe with some peach and yellow and white. Yeah. So of course I've got 2 balls of that. Let's see. I got their Loops and Threads Soft Classic, and this color is Fiesta. So like, here's the label. So this Fiesta color is very similar to something that Red Heart has. So it's got red, orange, green, blue, purple, but no yellow. Almost a full rainbow. So yeah, I got 2 skeins of that too. So my camera, because it's almost 4:30 in the afternoon, it doesn't like the little bit of darkness on this side and a light on this side. And then I bought 1 skein of just plain old Caron Simply Soft in black, because I want to use this with some of my squares that are not going into my Patchwork Squares blanket. So I bought 7 more skeins or balls of yarn, okay, from Michael's. All right, so then, since those other clips that I showed you, I have been working with some of the other Impeccable that I bought. This is the color Orchid. I've done 2 patchwork squares. I did 1 granny square and 1 corner to corner square. I do like Michael's Loops and Threads Impeccable. It is soft, it is squishy, it's a pleasure to work with. So there's a little mini yarn review for you. There is another color that I have. It's called probably Sage. Yeah, Sage. These icy greens with that creamy white. I only did one of each square. I did one patchwork square, one granny square, and one corner to corner square. Because I think when I was working with this color on that day, I still wasn't feeling very well after my dental surgery. So I was just taking it easy, just one of each. And then this color from Karen Jumbo. They're Rainbow Baby Brights. What did they call it? Rainbow Baby. From the Karen Jumbo. I've done... Oh no, I did do another. There's another Sage. Sorry, it was underneath of the baby color. So there's two patchwork for that. Alright, so for the baby color, it's got pink, blue, yellow, green, and white. This is so, to me, it is so very vintage from the 80s. I'm telling you, my grandma used this color all the time, or something very similar to it. So I've done two patchwork squares, two granny squares. Oh my goodness, they are so adorable. And one corner to corner square, and I love it in the corner to corner. So I am not putting this in my patchwork squares blanket or a granny square blanket or the corner to corner. I'm gonna put this in a blanket separately by itself. I'm gonna go see if I'm gonna find some white, and then I'm gonna see if I can match that minty green, that baby blue, the yellow, and the pink. I'm gonna see if I can color match that with other number 4 medium worsted weight yarn, and then put them all together in a blanket. Yeah, as a, like, you know, to honor my grandma, because she's the one that did most of my crochet lessons growing up. She's the one that taught me how to read a pattern. She had all kinds of magazines and pattern books and leaflets and pamphlets. She's the one that taught me how to read a crochet pattern, the terminology, the phrasing. Because when I was 9 and I had first started to learn how to crochet, I had fallen off my bike and I had broken my wrist. So while I had that cast on, that's when I did a lot of reading and learning about the terminology and the phrasing for crocheting. So I was 9, so 1980, but these colors are just so my grandma. So I'm not putting these in the patchwork squares blanket that I'm working on. I'll put these in a separate blanket for a baby with baby colors. So I'm really enjoying this. And when I sit down and I work on this color, I think of my grandma when I work with this color. Yeah, she was the biggest influence in my crocheting journey. Okay, and then this color that I specifically went to Michael's for, because my Michael's doesn't have it. So I had to go to a Michael's a little further away from home, which turns out it's near my new dentist office. And it's called Hot Sunshine. And it's a speckled yarn. They do call it speckles, don't they? Yeah, they call it Hot Sunshine Speckle, right? So I had showed you this in the clip from my yarn haul. I'm loving this color. I was just working with this like 2 nights ago. There are 2 of the patchwork squares, 1 granny square, and 1 corner to corner square. I am really digging the richness of this color. It is fabulous, and then the yarn itself is so soft. So like my Michael's doesn't have it in stock, and the Michael's that is like half an hour from my house, they only had 2 skeins of it, and I bought the last 2 on the shelf, right? Or at least I think I did. And then they have it at michaels.com, so if I want more of it, I better go buy it before it disappears, because I really, this color it's speaking to me. I really like it. So that's what I've made since I filmed all those other little video clips, okay? And then just last night I was working on these creamy white corner to corners. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And I'm just using Big Twist, and their color is ivory. And of course, my new yarn haul. Oh, okay, so there's one more thing. I told you that I wanted to use that yarn I bought from eBay, right? That variegated yarn, I showed that to you, right? It's this 3/4 pound that came in bags, right? And it's got, ooh, am I running out of battery juice? No. Okay, so it's got blue, red, green, yellow mixed with white, okay? So I'm using that, and I'm holding it triple, okay? And I'm using this red that my mom sent to me. It's mill ends. It's old. It's vintage. And then I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in their soft white, and I'm holding all 3 strands together. I wanted to make a blanket, but I was watching Jada in Stitches the other day, and it's an older video of hers where she's making a basket, a crocheted basket. Okay, so I started making Jada's basket. I've got my big hook, my new one, which is a N15 10 millimeter. I'm using a really big hook. There's the bottom of the basket, and then I'm working on the sides to go up. I know I'm not showing this really well, but I'm working on the sides to go up. Jada does a really good job explaining how to do this, and she's so laid back, and the pattern is so very simple. Now, I know mixing the red with the white was a risk, that it would give it a bit of a Christmas feel, and then with the variegated, I know that. But oftentimes when I'm working outside my comfort zone and I'm doing something different, I have a tendency to use my least favorite colors on the prototype, because I typically don't like to keep what I made. It's just I'm testing my skills to make sure I can do it, make sure I have the patience for it, make sure that I actually like working on it. And I'm enjoying this. It is a bit outside my comfort zone. Not using 3 strands and a big hook. I've done that before in a blanket. Blankets are my specialty. It's where my heart is. But every now and then I like to try something different, like making a hat or a scarf. And this is officially my first crocheted basket. So I wanted to share it with you guys. So, you know, I mean, most of you already know Jada and her channel, and her video is a good 5 years old. You'd have to go through her video list. So that's what I've been working on the last 2 nights, and I'm going to go work on it again when I turn the camera off. So think that's the end of the video. I also feel a little guilty for doing the yarn shopping, because I did such a big, massive yarn purge last year. I actually feel a little bad for doing the yarn shopping, and then I realized that I shouldn't, because variegated yarns make me very, very happy. I love lots and lots and lots of color, so I shouldn't feel bad about that. But I do. You know, I feel selfish. I feel guilty, and you know all the things. You guys know, because you probably feel some of that too. So I'm struggling a little bit with my yarn shopping, and I think maybe I'm gonna take a break from it. No, because I have another eBay package coming in. Karen Simply Soft. That paint color that I have that's red, I found one in blue. It's called Oceana, and I bought that on eBay. So I got another package coming in. So I am now 2 weeks after my dental surgery, and I'm feeling way, way, way better. Way better. That I don't have to take the pain meds 6 times a day. I'm down to taking it twice a day, or maybe 3 times, in the morning and at night, and then maybe somewhere in the middle of the day. So way better. So now I can get back to my regularly scheduled programming. So all right, after today's video, the next one should be my project pile. I'm digging out 3 different granny square blankets that I have, and to show you how I do have one blanket where the middle of the blanket is twisted, because working a granny square without turning your work can create that twist in the middle. And then I can show you one where it didn't twist at all, and then show you one where it's not the granny squares, but where I screwed up on the border and it needs to be fixed. So I'm working on digging those 3 blankets out of my project pile to show you the difference with granny squares. And I'm hoping to have that up on Sunday. So you guys know how much I enjoy chatting with you down in the comments below. And don't forget, if you don't want to leave a comment, you can always send me an email. It's grannysquarepeg@gmail.com. Okay. You can always find me at Instagram. Oh, I love Instagram and scrolling and see what everybody else is working on. So that's it for today's video. That's it. We're all done. Okay. You know, you guys keep being awesome. Keep being your awesome selves. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.